Good morning, good afternoon, or good night. This is Tatsuya TMA bringing you another cast, TatsCast to be precise. This is a ranked game. I will be playing the AD carry role as Glyphs with my support, Drink My OJ, Taric. First off, I just wanted to apologize for not having a cast out yesterday. I was feeling quite sick, so I kind of took the day off, but instead I will give you a cast tonight and then another one tomorrow. Yes. So, I am playing Glyphs with my support as Taric. Enemy team is Leona and Corki. Taric and Glyphs is a very, very brutal combo. However, Corki and Leona is also a very brutal combo. Leona has a lot of lane presence, so should be an interesting matchup. In the mid, we have mid Rumble, which is actually very, very strong. I've recently tried this out, and it can just output a lot of damage. You get an early hex tech, and you have some nice sustain on him. Plus, you're not mana reliant, so you can just harass for days. Versus their Vlad. And then up top we have our Fiora versus their Jax. Now, as you can see by the portraits on the right hand side, Jax was the first pick. We assumed he was going top, and Fiora still picked Fiora, which is interesting because Jax is kind of a hard counter to Fiora. So in the jungle we have Shaco on our team versus their Nunu. We have a very Shaco tends to fall off late game, so really want to hope to win this one a little bit. Ooh, and I get the gold. Really want to hope to win this one early. Good thing about Shaco in the jungle, he doesn't need a leash or any help on red because he's got boxes. Boxes. Purple team. Look at them. Tons of people helping out Nunu, which doesn't make sense because he should just take consume first and be able to just consume smite for the win. Now, one of the reasons that makes a Taric and Glyphs so strong is because once Taric gets that stun off, it allows Glyphs to just do a little dash forward, buckshot, ult if he's got level 6, and it's just a lot of damage. I mean, Glyphs is a very, very strong AD carry in my opinion. I am currently undefeated in Season 3 with him, which is strange because he was not, in Season 2 he was not an AD carry that I played very, very much, and I've kind of just taken more of a liking to him as of late. Lag! Stop with the lag! We're gonna pause things here because this is. And we're back. Are we still super laggy? A little bit better. A little bit better. Still a little bit laggy.
First blood.
Ah. We will see Shaco come in for the early gank on Jax. We're talking about this. Ooh, the deceive in, the dash in. Jax doesn't know what's going to hit him. The ignite's down, the exhaust is down, and Fiora picks up the first blood. That is exactly what Fiora will need early on against the Jax to try and outlane him, is some early ganks from Shaco. As we see here, both AD carries just trying to farm up a little bit. 16 to 15, he's ahead of me by 1. But not too much harass going down. And harass. I should be harassing a little bit more, I'd say, right now, just because I have a sustaining support with Taric, and Leona is not a sustaining support. So I should be able to be a little bit more aggressive than I am currently being. Shaco deceives and auto attacks for the second kill. Refreshing both of his buffs. Very nice. Right? Did that refresh him? Oh no, maybe not. Should have refreshed. Anyways, this is a Season 3 game, so you will be seeing some Season 3 items in here. As you see, Taric has a crystalline flask. One of the things that I've seen a lot, Taric getting a little hasty. I don't know what you're doing there. The exhaust is down, the flash in, and the ignite was on him. Taric will go down. Luckily in chat he said, that was my bad. And I said, I know, I don't know why you were going all in on that Leona. And that little move right there is one of the things that I really like about Graves, is the fact that the dash isn't too far, but it can be used as either a steroid with that the extra attack speed, or a little bit of a nice escape as well. And Vlad goes down to the Rumble. So as I said, Rumble in the mid, too strong. Nunu, I believe, is he giving away the red buff? No, he isn't. Jax was just coming to help on it. That phosphorus bomb did not hit me. I'm crazy. So Shaco's still showing his presence pretty nice here with the 1-0 and 1. He had the early gank up top, which you don't necessarily see too many early ganks in Season 3, just because that jungle is a bit tougher early on. But since Shaco has a pretty easy jungle with the box start, the smoke screen goes down. The stun is down on Corki. They're now trying to focus in on the Taric. And in comes Rumble, the flash from Leona, but the Rumble ult goes down. Corki taking tons of damage and goes down to that Rumble. Now the Leona mistakenly puts herself out there and gives a double kill to the Rumble, and Shaco will make it out alive, taking a turret hit or two. What seemed like a bad situation for us down bot. Now, what do we have? We have support Graves, 0-0 and 2. That was something where, you know, it's always good to give the kills to an AD carry, since they're the ones that are gonna be scaling the hardest into late game and, you know, carrying. Ugh, really, with the lag. This is obscene. This is obscene. I can't even pause it. I can't even pause it. It appears that I am having some major lag issues. I think it's probably because I have a bunch of things running on my computer right now, and my computer does not like it. So anyways, as I was saying, it's always good to give the kills to the AD carry, as they're the ones that are going to be scaling the most into late game. However, in a situation like that where it was, you know, an incoming early level 5, level 6 dive, you really just want to kind of get the kills rather than give them to a specific person. Whoever can get them, just get them. Now, if we want to talk about builds here for a quick second, I picked up this Avarice Blade. Avarice Blade now it's so strong on an AD carry, because it can build into the static shiv, which I think is a slightly underrated item. It gives a lot of push, it gives a little bit of extra damage in team fights, and because you can get this Avarice Blade early and not necessarily build it into anything, it's, you know, it gives you an extra 2 gold per minion kill. So if me and Corki were sitting at the same amount of minion kills, then I would have more gold because I have an Avarice Blade. 25-29 to 22-60. That's because he has a kill and I do not. So yeah, that's why I decided to go for this early Avarice Blade. This is my first game doing that, specifically because I saw both carries in my last ranked game before this, when I was playing. Oh no, that kill will not get out of this video. Fiora wrapping around on the turret, getting dangerous. The flash in, and the ult. Vlad's pool must be down, and she will walk out just fine. Leona tossing the stun down on Taric. Taric stunning right back. Now trying to focus down on that Leona a little bit too much. The ignite goes down on the Taric. Oh, and Leona comes back in with the stun. And Corki decides to let me live. So we are down 7-2, however, both those kills or both of their kills have been on the support. Unfortunately, both of the kills have been had by the Corki, but at least it's just the support that's died. Because, you know, that's okay. Whoa. I definitely have missed some kills. Haven't even realized. Actually, have I? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I think I missed a Fiora kill. I totally missed a Fiora kill. That's what it was. So, yeah, in my last game, I saw both AD carries go for the early Avarice and build a static Shiv. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? Extra GP 10, so I get an extra 2 GP 10 plus an extra 2 per minion kill. Why not? Why not toss it on him early? And even if I don't feel like building the static Shiv, oh, did not mean to pause it. Even if I don't feel like building the static Shiv, which I don't know why you wouldn't, because it builds out of a Zeal and an Avarice, so you're going to get crit and attack speed, which is always good. Then, you know, I can always sell it and get something else later. But it'll definitely make up for itself in gold. And extra gold is always nice on the AD carry. Oh, why all the lag? Hold. I apologize for all this crazy lag. Just, you know what? We're gonna go back. Let's see this crazy dive. Jack's not taking any auto attacks, but he is taking damage from the Flame Spitter. Will he go down? Oh, and the Shaco gets it. And I'm still sitting at 0-0-2. 73-77, so Corki is slightly ahead of me on farm. That last pause was me closing down some programs, and it seems like my frame rates are doing a little bit better. So note to self, don't run XSplit and Fraps at the same time. They don't like it. Speaking of XSplit, feel free to stop by my stream, www.twitch.tv/TatsuyaTMA. Have a couple of people that are slightly regulars there. Headshotted, Scully Park, Obese John, and some others, to name a few. PSG Poopy. Oh, God, what is going on? Okay. Sorry for all the pause and unpause, but for some reason, I am having major lag issues that I have never had before. Why it doesn't do this when I play the game? It's not this laggy when I play the game. Currently rocking 15 FPS on Fraps. Please stop. At least it's consistent at what it's at right now. Alright, back to the game here. Shut down. No, you did not get shut down. Fiora going toe-to-toe with the Jax. She ults him. The Ignite's down. The Ignite is back down on Fiora. Both ignited, both running pots. Oh, but Jax was just simply a hit away. You cannot go toe-to-toe with the Jax, Fiora. That is why he is your hard counter, because you can only block one auto attack. He can block many. That Counter-Strike too strong. So anywho, yeah, please feel free to stop by my stream, and I want to say thanks to all the people that that have stopped by and have chatted with me. How in the world did they know that Shaco was coming? They did not have a ward in that tri-bush. I figured that they must have for how fast Corki Valkyried out once Shaco came in, but that was a little bit strange. I wonder if I got ghosted. Just gonna pretend like I got ghosted and still was doing okay. Rumble building that early haunting, guys. Why, you say? Because of the what is it called? Yeah, that thing. The thing that the haunting guys built out of. It is brutal on Rumble, especially once you get that Rylai's on him. He just burns you for so much. Jack's thinking he was going to come in, but that Rumble was a little bit too far away for the Counter-Strike to do anything, so we decided to just Counter-Strike the minions. And Leona getting the stun down over here. Smoke screen and out.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Jack's coming in on this Fiora again. Nope. He will not chase. He will stay away. He does not have a lot of mana to do pretty much anything, but he just has to auto attack. And all will be K. Rumble at 4-0 and 2 in the mid. Oh, and Vlad throws the ult down, but the Ignite is down on Vlad. He is out of his pool, and Rumble does not need any help from the Shaco. He will put him down all by himself. In the meantime, Fiora comes down to put down the Nunu. Now it's time to dragon. So as you see here, I'm not going for that quick static shiv because I want to keep my Avarice Blade on for a decent amount of time. So I got a BF sword because I'm going to build that into a Bloodthirster. I believe I have casted a Graves game before, but I really like the early Bloodthirster on him just because it builds a good amount of damage, and I like to get those early stacks on him because having all that extra AD just makes his burst so much more. He's such a bursty AD carry that it's really nice to get a lot of early attack damage. Corki's still coming away really easy on these trades, especially when Taric decides to not stun. But Corki will go down this time. Unfortunately, it's to Shaco. 0-3 Graves. Supporting like a boss. Dropping pots like a boss. So one thing, I wanted to mention this earlier, but I didn't. This crystalline flask. I've seen so many people start like crystalline flask, 4 pots, or 4 health pots, and 2 mana pots. That's ridiculous, people. That's the same as if you started like 13 pots with no boots or anything as Season 2. Granted, yes, it's a lot of sustain, but that's just not even cool. I just got sidetracked. I apologize. Alright, now we are back to Rumble owning the mid. Vlad currently 0-5. Rumble currently 5-0. After this match, I hope somebody goes out and tries Rumble mid if you haven't before, or if you've ever played Rumble. That ult goes down. He obviously does not have his pool up, or he is trying to save it. No, it is not up. It is down for another 10 seconds. I believe I saw it before. I should have known that. Having some action go down up here. Leona and Corki are split. Corki, oh, the stun goes down. The stun goes down, and the ult. Oh, and Shaco The Shaco decoy kills the Corki. Oh, it's glorious. It's glorious. Now, 0-4 Graves, supporting like a boss. However, I am finally up on minion kills. Let's see the gold here. 55.79 to 55.65. So as you see, I'm actually currently ahead of him on gold. Just by slightly, even though he has 3 kills and I have 0 kills. I do have 4 assists. I am 11 minion kills, but Avarice Blade too strong. I'm telling you. So even with 0 kills and just getting assists, and roughly the same amount of minion kills, I am the same amount of gold as him, or ahead. People are sending me messages in League of Legends and Skype. This is why I should like hide myself when I do cast, but that's okay. Because if anything, all it's going to do is the Skype sound's going to go off and you're going to go check your Skype, my friendly viewers, and say to yourself, that is not my Skype. That must be Tatsuya TMA's Skype. So because I've been asked Tatsuya TMA, TMA means Midnight Assassin. Tatsuya TMA, or Tatsuya the Midnight Assassin, is the name of my bearded dragon, which I own. And we call him the Midnight Assassin because he wouldn't do anything during the day. He would just kind of chill on his rock and hang out. So we figured he must be doing stuff at nighttime, like being a Midnight Assassin. And his name was Tatsuya, so we called him Tatsuya the Midnight Assassin. Not we, it's mine. But it was a collective whole that came up with the name. And so I couldn't think of anything. Shut down, Jax. Jax shutting down Rumble. Rumble going in. Why did he go into that? Hold on, was he chasing something? Yes, he was. He thought it was just the Jackson. Now he's turning to run. Jax running across that ult. The Flame Spitter goes out. Rumble does not have any spell vamp. If he had that Hex Tech, like I mentioned earlier, he might have gotten a kill on Jax at least through that.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
What? What is going on here? It's crazy talk. Whoop, whoop, Leona, you're stuck in the... We're just gonna go over here. Pretend like that's not happening. Figured I'd be safe going back in these bushes, but for some reason Leona's coming into here. Why? I do not know. Have some action going on up top. Shaco all by himself. Taric is kind of close by. So yeah, I couldn't think of a better name whenever I was, Oh, Shaco, you did not think that there was going to be a Leona there, but... Boots of mobility too strong. Oh, and the stun goes out from Leona. The exhaust is down. But Shaco ults and he deceives again. He will make it out alive. Just in time for the Rumble to come in. He does get stunned by that Jax. Now the Nunu ulting. And the Rumble ult comes out, putting down the Corki and putting down the Jax. I lied. Graves puts down the Jax. And a double kill for Graves. What once was a super assisty Graves is now 2-0-5. Finishing off that Bloodthirster. And almost done with the Zeal. Finally, some kills. Walking right by the dragon, not even paying attention to the fact that Shaco was in the dragon pit. Waiting to do it. Seeing minions, and I want them. I actually saw that Taric and Fiora were coming down, so... Ooh, and I get the last hit on it. Just in time. Put down 2 auto attacks, and the last hit goes to me. What do we got for gold count here? 68 of 30 to 76, 85, 80, whatever. So I am now ahead by almost 1,000 gold. Taric having to flash out. The smoke screen goes down. All of the members will have to walk through it. We know that Nunu ult is down and Fiora coming in. and they are letting me just sit in the back and auto attack, trying to focus down this Graves, as I know that Vlad is not too much of an issue. And both targets feared. Oh, and the double kill from Graves. The ult goes out to finish down on the Jax. And Fiora wrapping back around to get a double kill as well. And that was all without your friendly rumble. Now I have a blue, which is always nice. Blue is great on an AP carry, obviously, because, you know, the cooldown reduction and the mana, and they have to spam their abilities. But for somebody on a Graves, when it just simply means more buckshots, you know, there's nothing wrong with a blue on a Graves. And you may or may not, spoiler alert, see me take a couple of blues, as Rumble does not need a blue since his resource is heat. Finishing off that static shiv. So what do we got for builds here? We have Corki going for that early Bloodthirster, which I see a lot of the not rushing the Triforce on a Corki and going with that early Bloodthirster just to help win exchanges, especially if their lane partner is going with that Bloodthirster, and getting the Triforce after the Bloodthirster to really give some extra damage from the Triforce proc. By Triforce proc, I mean the Sheen portion of it, not the Phage portion of it. He does have those double Dorans. I really only get Dorans if I'm down in a lane, if I'm getting just completely harassed out of lane. And that wasn't really happening. I mean, I hadn't died at all. They couldn't really put me down. They put down that Taric a couple of times, but it was, so I felt pretty confident not going with that Dorans. And the static shit, putting down some free harass. And Fiora unnecessarily diving, and Rumble going in now with that ult down. And the Graves ult comes out to put down the Jax. Shaco deceiving out. Rumble now diving to their tier 2 turret. Now putting Graves at a whopping 5-0-6. Static Shiv too strong. So a lot of things that you see nowadays is I see a lot of tops getting the Ravenous Hydra, as well as Black Cleavers. Interesting note: Black Cleavers do stack. None of the passives or anything are unique. So the Black Cleaver does stack. However, Black Cleaver stacks that you put on somebody only stack up to 4 times. So you can just simply put the stacks on somebody quicker the more Black Cleavers that you have. You do not put additional stacks on them. Interesting note. I will take this moment to announce the winner of the skin contest. I can't pronounce the name of the person, but it is the person that suggested the champion acronyms. That was I liked all of the contest ideas, to be honest, but that one was the one that I liked the most. So once I have another skin contest, look out for that contest, because that's what it'll be. But it is not after this video. It will be after, I don't know, maybe another certain amount of subscribers or a certain amount of time or something like that. I don't know. I'll figure something out. However, that person did request Pack Siver, which means all of my Pack Sivers are gone. We will see this Fiora kill on the Corki as she was underneath the turret. And there's a Nunu coming in. Oh, so much damage. But Nunu building AP, tosses one ice ball and puts her down. She might have walked away if that Nunu wasn't coming over. Probably not, because she would have taken turret hits all the way back. It was at least another 2 turret hits from where she was. But that's okay. She put down their carry, who is not really having a very good time. I am now at 195 to his 169. Soaring ahead on the gold. I'm at 10.1. He is at 8.6. Our Rumble has a quite a nice build here. Still does not have that Hex Tech, which is a little bit... I mean, I guess he made it through the laning phase without the sustain, but just really helps for team fights to be able to sit in team fights a little bit longer. Granted, he has that Zonia, so he can kind of just do that. Zonia's out of things, but... Ruby Sightstone. Let me just say, I love the Ruby Sightstone. It is such an awesome, awesome item for supports. We are going to see a little bit of an engage here. 5v3. Rumble throws the defensive ult. It is not a defensive ult. He's turning to go back in. And Rumble puts down the Jax. Nunu now trying to ult in front of everybody. The only person that gets hit is a Taric, and Taric will go down to the Nunu. As you see, I have myself another blue. It is 25 to 11, so this is a very... We are up 10k gold. So this is a very one-sided game at the moment. So as I was saying before, the Ruby Sightstone is such an awesome, awesome support item. Just because it, you know, granted you can only put down 3 wards. So, you know, later on, you might want more than just 3 wards out there, but look at all this empty space. These people should be buying wards, and nobody is. This is a complete lack of wards from our team. These 3 are obviously... Oh, that's a pink one. So there's obviously wards that could be had other places.
Purple team has slain the dragon.
Purple team has slain the dragon. Fiora going in on the Nunu and ulting, catching Leona, Nunu, and Jax. The Rumble ult comes out. And will Nunu be put down? Jax is put down by the Graves. And the defensive Leona ult comes out. Will they make it away? They are running. Oh, the flash buckshot ult combo puts down the Leona, and now Fiora will attempt to dive, but backs off as Vlad is there, and she is low health already. Also, Static Shiv is a decently cheap item, which is always nice. Cheap items that give a lot of strong stats are always pretty good. As you see here, 40% attack speed, 20% critical strike chance, and 6% movement speed. Think Phantom Dancer, but you can get more gold out of it earlier. Yes, please. It does have a little bit less crit than the Phantom Dancer. Seeing a little bit of weight in the bush, and Nunu drops incredibly fast. Graves still trying to make his way up here. All of this happening without the Graves there. The Rumble ult goes out, catches a lot. The Vlad ult goes out and catches almost everybody on blue team. Leona catching everybody with her ult. And Graves coming in just in time to finish off that Jax again, as well as the Vlad. Double kill. 9-0 and 7 Graves. Leona. All that just caught me by surprise. Leona had actually gone in to stun that Rumble, and in doing so fed Corki another kill. However, died herself, and Corki died as well to the Fiora. We can go to directed camera now. We are out of the laning phase. Realize one of the things I think I'm going to do now. Nunu chasing down on this Shaco. Nunu with the, Shaco with the Ravenous Hydra. Shaco deceiving out of that Nunu ult, but he was stunned out of it anyways by the Taric. Oh, and Jax puts down the Taric. Jax running for his life. running. He be running. Corki thinking he was going to be able to Valkyrie over the wall and get that Shaco. However, he Valkyries straight into a Jack in the box. And Jack in the box. So as you see here, I finished off my Infinity Edge. Now, a pickaxe, is it a Last Whisper? No, it is not. Can any of you guess what this would be built into? Remember, this is Season 3. There's a hint. And a pretty big one at that. So they have two Trinity forces on their team, Jax and Corki. Jax doesn't really have a lot of items. Just has that Trinity force. He's building a GA next. Graves taking the blue. So he really just has that Trinity force. Unfortunately, Jax can build pretty much anything or have any amount of items. Flash from Taric and they will not chase. And he still does tons of damage. Nunu building straight AP, which is one of the things that's definitely hurting them right now. Just because a support Leona, although naturally beefy, Fiora will put down that turret, however, goes down in the meantime. So a support Leona, even though, like I said, she's naturally beefy, she's never going to be quite beefy enough to be your main tank per se. She's better as the type of person that can still be a little bit aggressive and throw down that ult for an initiate, but then really as support she's going to be mainly want to be used as a peel for her AD carry. With with the stun, she can dash onto whoever's getting onto her AD carry. But so the fact that Nunu isn't really building beefy at all, I mean he has the Rod of Ages but he has no resistances and he's building just AP, is really not too good for them because they don't really have too strong of a front line. And especially with the fact that Vlad got completely beat, so he doesn't have a lot of damage, and he doesn't really have too much AP, which means he's not that beefy, that Vlad passive. So yeah. AP Nunu, too strong. And now it's time to finally Baron. 36 minutes, not too late, right? We definitely probably could have gotten this a little bit earlier, but for some reason we never did. Till now. Better late than never, though. That's what I say. That's how I roll. That's my thoughts on the situation. Will we see a final push from the blue team? Everybody is collecting up here. If you notice here, I did pick up my Blade of the Ruined King. Jack's trying to jump onto the Graves. However, flash and dash combo keeps it away. The Rumble tosses his ult out before he dies. Now Jax trying to do anything that he can, but will go down. And Nunu trying to ult. Seeing most of my friendlies going down, I decided it's time to back away. There is no need to try and get in there and fight that, because I'll probably die. Nunu ice balling, then walking away. So the reason that I like to, as Graves, sit in the back of this pit while doing the dragon is because even though we did have sight from this ward from these two wars right here. I always like to be able to dash out the back if need be, if I need to escape, especially since my flash was down from that last little engage. What once was a support Graves is now 11-0-7. Not bad. I give all credit to the Avarice Blade. And Shaco definitely being pretty strong here. Even he's kind of more annoying late game than he is strong, just because he's all over the place. But he definitely did a good job with his ganks early on and getting at least Fiora pretty fed, able to win her lane. Taric flashing over the wall. The Shrillius goes out. And now Fiora going in on this Vlad, caught by himself. Oh, the frozen mallet, keeping him from going anywhere. Where was the pool, Vlad? Where was the pool? He seemed to just simply stop. He just let it happen. Jack's attempting to go back. For some reason, that's not going to happen. The Rumble ult goes out, but Graves will put him down. We could be seeing a final push here, especially with that Jax down. He was the main portion of their damage. Nunu trying to ult, but a little bit too squishy and goes down to the Graves. Leona trying to save the turret, but will just take tons of damage from the Fiora. One Nexus turret down. Corki trying to do anything that he can, firing rockets from the platform, not wanting to get caught. Valkyrie's away. And Fiora trying to put him down. But the Nexus taking too much damage, and it will be GG. There is a win for Graves. Riot Graves. Just in case you don't know, that's the sound that his gun makes. Guys, thanks for watching. Greatly appreciated. I hope you guys enjoyed the cast. I apologize for not having a cast yesterday. However, I will have a cast tomorrow as well as today. So I guess this week's schedule is Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah, thanks for watching. And I'm going to try this out. A TatsCast a day keeps the elo hell away. Bye, guys. Bye.